Hello again, everybody. So today's video is going to be about creating an exploded view drawing of our 3D puzzle cube. So we've got this puzzle cube here that was made out of, my cube is 5 different parts. I'm just going to kind of click along the bottom of my toolbar here. You can view the different parts. And then the last tab is the assembly, where we put these all together with some fastened mates. Alright, and I got these named. These parts are named by their colors. You guys can do the same. If not, that's fine. You don't have to. But I went ahead and used the colors for the names. So the first thing I want you to do on this is to create a bill of materials. A bill of materials is what engineers use when we establish like the cost. How much are things going to cost, and also how many pieces do we have? It kind of lists all the different parts of your drawing. So this assembly here was made out of 5 different pieces. So five parts total. So I'm going to come over here to the right side, and you can see as I hover over what looks like a piece of paper with lines on it. This is called the BOM table. BOM stands for Bill of Materials. So you'll hear it be called BOM a lot by engineers. They'll say the bomb. Where's the bomb? Do you have the bomb? And they're not talking about a bomb that explodes. They're talking about the bill of materials. So when you click on that, it brings up this like a spreadsheet. And you can see on this spreadsheet we've got a few things listed. It's got the item, quantity, part number, and a description. And right now I don't have part numbers or descriptions, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of that. So if I right click on the top, the heading, I can click to remove column. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I don't have a description. You know, I can add these, but for now I'm not going to use those, so I'm just going to get rid of them. And instead I'm going to add a column. So there's a down arrow up here. There's a button that says add column. And we're going to go ahead and choose name. And whatever we named our parts, that's what's going to show up on that that list. And it looks like I maybe forgot to name this green. This says part 1. I need to change that to say green. And you can actually do that here in the bill of materials. You'll notice I kind of just double clicked here, and I can just instead call that green. And you can see as I take my mouse and hover over the different parts, it gets highlighted over there on my drawing on the actual cube. So that's how I knew that one was the green one. So these have item numbers, item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many items are in my drawing. And how many of each item do I have? So in this case, I only have one of each item. I only have one blue, one green, one red, one purple, one orange. As you begin to build parts, you might use an item more than once. For example, if you're building furniture or a bicycle, you might have like 20 screws that are all the same that you're going to use to assemble. So you'll see item maybe 20, quantity, the name might be Phillips head screw, and then we might need a description, like how big is this screw, how long is it, what is the thread, the threading numbers. So that's what the BOM is used for, to kind of describe all the different parts of your drawing, of your assembly. Alright, so that's our BOM. So let's go ahead and click on that icon again just to get rid of it. And you can always pull it up by clicking it again, and it'll come back up. So make sure that your BOM looks kind of similar. Right, so now that we have our bill of materials completed, we're going to create the exploded view. So right now this is called the assembled view because it's all assembled, and we want to kind of like take this apart and use what's called the exploded view. So if you take a look at the same menu bar on the right side, the center, you'll see exploded views. Go ahead and click on that, and then we're going to go ahead and choose add exploded views. So I'm going to go ahead and start maybe with this green one here. And when I click on that green part, you'll see these arrows come up, and that will allow me to click and drag that part kind of up and out of the way. So I'm going to maybe move this. I dimensioned mine with inches. Some of you used millimeters. I'm just going to say 3 inches. All right, and you'll see the negative sign. So that's the negative direction. I think, yeah. So, so that one looks good. I'm going to go ahead and set that one as -3. Then I can choose my next part and make that one. Oops, I don't want to do that. All right, I think I gotta set that one in place. And then go get my next part. And this one, the red one, I'm going to actually bring it out to the right. Again, I'm going to try to stick with that 3 inches. In this case, it's the negative direction, so I'm going to use -3. Green check mark that one. This orange one, I'll probably bring it forward a little bit. And again, set that at -3. See this purple one? I think I'll move it in that direction. So we kind of get to choose which direction we're going to be placing our parts. And then lastly, this blue one, I'm going to, and then notice how I'm moving these around. I'm actually clicking the arrow and dragging it out. And that one's going to be 3. It looks like that one's going to go in the positive direction. And yeah, that's looking pretty good there. I'm wondering if I should go 4 because, you know, 3, there's a bit of an overlap there. So I might go back and change these distances so that they're 4 instead of 3. So I'm just going to go through each one and change these all to 4. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. I can see that go to, alright, I think that should work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off that exploded view. So that's what my exploded view drawing is going to look like. I'm going to hit done up here. So I do have an exploded view. Alright, it's all there. I'm going to go ahead and go to create a new drawing now. So I hit that plus sign in the bottom left corner, and we're going to hit create drawing. Choose your template that you want to use. I'm using my Patriot template. This is going to bring up my drawing paper, and I'm going to actually insert not a part studio. You know, I have these 5 parts, but I want to insert the assembly. So I'm going to click over here on assemblies, and you'll see assembly 1 pop up, which should be my puzzle cube. And right now it's trying to place the front view of my puzzle cube. I don't want the front view. I'm going to go ahead and change that probably to isometric. But I'm going to click where it says default, the explode position. I want to choose explode 1. And I want to make this isometric because right now this is the front view explode 1. So I want to actually do the isometric. And there we are. There's our exploded view drawing. I'm going to go ahead and set that in place. There we are, looking pretty nice. I might actually maybe move that over to the left a bit, and I want to place maybe insert view. Maybe I would like to insert also an isometric of the assembly. I'll change this to isometric. Change this, and then I'll just put the assembled part over maybe up here to the right. And if I do a right click and say shaded, then that'll shade that in for us. So I'm going to put show shaded view, and that should show the shaded view. I also want to do the same thing over here, show shaded view. That way it just makes things look a little bit nicer. All right, let's go ahead and also add our bill of materials. So you'll see the BOM table up on the menu bar near the center. I'm going to click that, and it's going to allow me to add that BOM table that I created in the assembly portion. I'm just going to set that down, and now I can see what's been used in my assembly. I'm also going to do maybe a call out. Let me see if I can find the call out feature. Where is it at? Maybe it's under this. Oh no, that's not it there. Oh, there it is. So the call out will let us like label our different pieces. So I can say, okay, you're going to be number 1 because you're the blue. I'm going to come over here. Notice I'm clicking on the lines. This one's red, and according to my BOM table, red should be 3. Move this out of the way real quick. And then I'm going to come to the green one. The green part is 2. And I'm just going to do this for each of my pieces, so that they are all properly named. When I'm done, I'll hit that green check mark. So this is looking really nice, looking very professional. Now I know what each of my pieces, the item number of each of my pieces, how many pieces I have of each, and what they're named, what they're called. Alright, so this is the exploded view drawing. Very handy, especially for the puzzle cube, because now you can take a look at this and see how your puzzle pieces are supposed to come together and be assembled. Alright, so when you're done with this, go ahead and take a screenshot and turn this into your next assignment, which I'll be calling Exploded View. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good day. I hope you guys do well here.